Hi, everybody. You are inside of ML Bailey Consultants Live, and I am Marcelin Bailey. I want to talk to you about finding the exact solution to your stress problem. First, I want to tell you a little story, which is going to lead us into how we help you to find the exact solution. First of all, our spin cycle in our washer started malfunctioning. Now, I know you all hear a lot of things that go wrong in our household. So this is one more thing. But the spin cycle started to started to malfunction in our washer. And at first we thought it was an isolated incident because it didn't do it every time. First, we thought the dog bed got too heavy and that the foam, and so it caused the spin cycle to get off balance. Then someone accidentally tossed a load of clothes, a plastic bag in the washer with a load of clothes. That was me. And so we thought that threw the tub off balance. But then we noticed that the malfunction kept happening more frequently and even with lighter loads. In the end, the cycle failed completely. It just completely stopped. So we did notice that every time the washer stopped and the spin cycle stopped, there was an error code on the display panel. And, in this age of digital that we're in, error codes make it easy to figure out what the problem is. So my husband put the error code in the search engine with some other information, and he got an answer. The problem with the spin cycle was that there was a part that had gone bad. Now, I love the internet and I search everything. Even though I grew up in an era where the Encyclopedia Britannica, World Book Encyclopedias, and the library were exclusive used for research, I love the internet because you can just put a question into the search engine and you get an immediate answer. But not only do you get the answer, you get lots and lots and lots and lots of information. But there is a problem with the internet and search engines because when you put certain words in, the search engine operates on keywords. What this means is that unless you put a specific keyword in, you're going to get a very, very broad array of answers. So you may not get the specific answer you need for your specific concern. My husband, when he was looking for an answer to our washer problem, used the make and model of our washer, the error code, and the description of what occurred when the washer reached the spin cycle. And that allowed him to get the precise solution to our washer concern. So my question to you is, how often have you searched the internet for stress management or stress relief resources? Did you get the solution to your exact problem? Did that information that you received, did it solve the problem, your stress problem? Well, when we address stress concerns, we have a process that includes 5 steps, and I'm going to share those 5 steps with you right now. Of course, we're not the internet, but we do know a lot about stress management and stress relief. So the first step that we use in our approach to stress management is to examine oneself first. We believe that it's very important that participants do a self-assessment, and we guide participants through that self-assessment because the self-assessment is going to identify obvious causes of stress in your life. We also dive deep to identify hidden concerns that contribute to overwhelming stress. Now, this step is important because it provides a very specific and a very clear starting point. And when we know the starting point, we know that we have what represents the true issue and the true problem, and we can develop a roadmap from there. So the first step is to examine oneself first. Second step is to embrace uniqueness. Now, we recognize that no two people are exactly alike. So what works for some may not work for you. And it's for this reason that we engage with participants to develop and design solutions that fit well into their unique lifestyles. We also welcome and invite feedback because that's important to us. When we get feedback from our participants, we can then work closely to tweak the solutions as needed. So the second step in our process is to embrace uniqueness. The third step is to encourage outcomes. We are a solution-focused firm. And what that means is we begin in a way that helps us to solve the problem. First, we ask two targeted questions when we engage with our participants. The first question is why? We want to know what prompted them to seek stress management services at this time. The second question is related to the result they desire. We ask, how will you know when you've reached your desired outcome? Once again, by asking these questions, we can then develop a roadmap to find the solution that's needed. Not only that, we help our participants to identify where their starting point is in terms of what they brought us, as well as the direction they want to go. The fourth step is to employ community and connection. We work with our participants in a partnership, and we strive to build trust and reinforce faith in our process. Our process emphasizes community and connection. We recognize that change is difficult, and because change is difficult, we suggest that our participants seek the support of their friends, their loved ones, or their colleagues. Because when they do that, that creates space for them to make stress-relieving adjustments. And that's what it's all about. You want to be able to make adjustments that will encourage stress relief. So we believe that our participants, by employing community and employing connection in their community, will have, again, greater opportunities to make change as well as to create space for adjustments. The fifth and final step is evaluation. We always evaluate the work that we do, and we do that by engaging our participants in a question and answer. We want to know how we did. We want to know if at the end of the process, if they were still happy that they engaged our services and that they chose to work with us. Because again, we want to build trust and reinforce faith in our process. So these are the 5 steps that we use in our approach to providing the solution, the exact solution that you need for your stress problem. I'm Marcelyn Bailey. I'm so glad you joined us this evening. As always, take good care.